What's up, GSW Nation? I am Mr. Money in the Bank, the LumberJake, and I am here to give you the SmackDown Rewind. Alright, so we start out SmackDown with the WWE Champion, AJ Styles. He comes to the ring, starts to cut a promo, talking about all the stuff that's happened over the last few weeks. You know the deal, the whole feud with him, Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, all that stuff that's happening. He's talking about that. Then out comes Shane McMahon, gives him kind of a fist bump, like, sorry, dude, I have this whole thing screwed up. They have an exchange, and then out comes Daniel Bryan. He announces that Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles is happening. So we get that, and then he also was going to say something, and Shane says, I know what you're going to say, you're probably going to allow Kevin Owens to be ringside. He said, actually, I wasn't, but now I am. Thanks, Shane. So now we got Sami Zayn going against AJ Styles with Kevin Owens ringside. I guess Shane McMahon was going to be ringside. Now Daniel Bryan's going to be ringside. Sounds like a mess. Kind of is. Match on the card, we have the Usos defending their SmackDown Tag Team titles against Gable and Shelton Benjamin. Very solid match. I really missed Shelton Benjamin as an in-ring performer. It's nice to have him back, so I'm very excited to see him mixing up in the ring, and it was a good match. There was kind of a weird finish about halfway through the match. Gable and Shelton Benjamin hit their finisher. Pin, 1, 2, 3, they're tag team champions. Then we find out that none of the guys involved in that pin were the legal man. We have another ref that comes out and says that. So the ref that's officiating that match, he's like, well, I guess we got to start the match over. Of course, the Usos win the SmackDown tag team titles. I enjoyed this match. I thought it was a pretty entertaining match. I was a little bit annoyed with the finish. I think we see that finish a little too much on TV, but because Benjamin and Gable and the Usos, I think all four of them are entertaining enough to carry this feud. So I'm not as upset about that. I'd like consistency and have legit finishes on free TV. That's all I'm asking. We have a backstage segment with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Usual fare here. It's always entertaining when those two are on the mic. I enjoyed that a lot. I mean, there's nothing else to say. It was a pretty quick segment. Next, we have the Bludgeon Brothers taking on Breeze Dango, and this match doesn't even get started. Before the match even gets a chance to get the first bell ring, the Bludgeon Brothers come out and just beat the crap out of Breeze Dango and beat them up, and then the Ascension come out to help, and then they beat them up. So I don't know what SmackDown is trying to do here. I guess they're just trying to build up this monster tag team. I guess. I mean, nothing about the Bludgeon Brothers seems great. The name sucks. The outfits are okay, I guess, but it's just this is the problem with Eric Harper and Rowan. They never figure out what to do with these guys ever since they split them up with Wyatt. Because I just don't know what to do with this. I'm not a big fan of it. I mean, I get you're trying to build a monster heel team, but this is kind of boring and lame. After that, we get New Day and Aiden English and Rusev in a backstage segment. They all have a cake laid out, the New Day does. They're telling Xavier Woods to blow out the candle, make a wish. You know, he says his only wish is to be U.S. champion. And as he gets to do that, Rusev and Aiden English break it up. Rusev starts singing and having a song, and he blows out the candle instead of Xavier Woods. It's all good stuff. I actually enjoy Rusev and the whole Rusev Day and Aiden English and the whole feud with the New Day. I enjoy that a lot. And I thought it was a good segment. I would definitely give it a thumbs up in terms of segments. Then Xavier Woods going against Aiden English in the United States Championship tournament match. Xavier Woods comes away with the victory. I mean, it's a pretty standard match. These two seem to have decent chemistry. I mean, there's nothing really to write home about. It's just another qualifying match. I don't think Xavier Woods is going to win the U.S. Championship. I mean, I hope. But they did a good job setting up a story with two guys that I don't necessarily think are going to win the U.S. title. So then we go to the welcoming committee, which is Carmella, Natty, Tamina. You know, you've seen them before. They come out and say that they were there before the Riot Squad, basically saying like they were the bad guys before the bad guys, I guess. I don't know. It isn't a very good promo. The Riot Squad would come out. They have a match. Of course, the Riot Squad wins. I don't know what they're doing with the welcoming committee. I don't understand what they're doing with Carmella or Natty even, and who knows ever what they want to do with Tamina. I just don't get it. I'm not a big fan of it. Then Naomi and Charlotte come out on the ramp. They're cutting a promo saying they don't like the Riot Squad, they hate them. And then, of course, the big moment is Becky Lynch. She has her return. She comes in. They beat the crap out of the Riot Squad. the start of the segment wasn't great with the Welcome Committee. The match was okay, I guess. I'm not big on the Riot Squad. I'm also not big on the women's champion getting involved in this. It's like, what's the point of having a SmackDown women's champion when everybody says, and we've been saying it for quite a while, that SmackDown just throws all their women into matches. They don't give them enough story in between. They just all throw them into one thing. And I thought we wouldn't be doing that in 2018, but I guess we are. That's kind of my take on it. So now we go to the main event. It's Sami Zayn taking on AJ Styles. And of course we have Daniel Bryan on the outside. We have Shane on the outside. We have Kevin Owens on the outside of the ring. And of course, Kevin Owens being the heel, he gets involved in the match. He does so much to get involved with the referee. And then Shane comes over, hits him, says, you need to disqualify this guy. So then the ref says, yeah, you're right. That's a good idea. So then he disqualifies Kevin Owens. Then Daniel Bryan gets on the mic, says, hey, if he leaves, you should leave. And then the match ends with a hell of a kick to AJ Styles. He gets pinned 1, 2, 3, and Sami Zayn wins the match. And then AJ Styles, he goes and says, I think we should give people what they want. Let's give them a handicap match for the WWE Championship, and Daniel Bryan agrees. So the Royal Rumble main event for SmackDown is going to be a 2-on-1 handicap match, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles. Now, overall, I thought this match was great because it's Sami Zayn going against AJ Styles. All the outside antics didn't really affect the match that much. It amazingly found a way to work. I don't know what they're doing with Daniel Bryan, and I think that's kind of interesting that they're playing him up as a kind of a tweener, and you don't really see that a lot with Daniel Bryan, so that's cool. I mean, if they try to go heel with him, that's going to be really hard because it's really hard for the WWE fan base to root against Daniel Bryan. That's going to be a hard sell for WWE, and I don't know what they're going to be doing with Shane in this. I don't know. This is an interesting storyline that they've been telling for over a year now, and I think it's a cool overarching story, and we'll just have to see how it plays out. I imagine it'll culminate in a big match at WrestleMania. God, I hope not. I don't want to see Shane McMahon wrestle anymore. Hot take. So that was your SmackDown Rewind for the January 2nd, 2018 edition of SmackDown. I'm filling in for Crawdaddy. This isn't going to be the usual thing. He's usually going to be the guy doing things for you. Come back tomorrow on this channel, and I will have Get Chopped Up for you. Follow us on Twitter, at GetSlamPod. You can like our page on Facebook, GetSlamPod there as well. You can also follow me on Twitter if you would like. I'm a LumberJake, at a LumberJake on Twitter. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.